started. Okay, you're all welcome to our community meeting for tonight. For those of us who are new here, I know we have some new people in our midst. This is the community meeting for Health Tech Sphere, a community of healthcare professionals looking to grow their tech competencies, looking to grow their tech skills, okay, looking to leverage various tech opportunities that are out there. Okay, so tonight we are discussing a somewhat interesting topic. Um, yeah, and that's the topic of who can remind us the topic? Who can remind us the topic? Before I see it, I shared it on the chat. Who can remind us the topic? Who took note of the topic? Anybody? Yes, please, Nurse IJ, please go ahead. You can unmute yourself and go ahead.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Can you?
can. Yes, we can.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
All right. The topic is about the 5 different tech skills that a healthcare professional can dive into.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
The 5 different tech skills that a healthcare professional can dive into.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Okay, so tonight we're looking at the 5 essential tech skills that every healthcare professional should have. Okay, we're talking about skills, and there are a lot of opportunities out there. For those of us who attended RevCon, thank you very much for attending. The turnout was wow. I don't know about you guys, but I know I had a good time. In fact, before we start our meeting tonight, I think we should take a moment to, just for those who attended the meeting, just for the sake of those that did not attend, if you can just share 1 or 2 things that you learned, hoping you still remember what you learned. Because I know there are some people here that don't remember what they learned throughout RevCon 23. Okay, but still, for those who remember something, if you can just take a moment like this. I remember seeing Nurse IJ, Nurse Queenet, even though Nurse Queenet throughout 3 days, Nurse Queenet I did not even hear the sound of her voice, not even once. Okay, but sure, hopefully in the course of our meetings, we'll start hearing her voice. Nurse Pelemo was there as well. Had quite a number of people. Okay, if I don't mention you, please don't be offended. Yeah, Nurse Evelyn was there also. Moses Evelyn was there also. At least I remember seeing her a couple of times. Okay, so if you know you attended RevCon, just unmute your mic. Just for the sake of those who did not attend, you can just say 1 or 2 things that you learned. What you are glad what one thing you're really glad you attended RevCon 23 for. Anybody? Somebody do that for us. Hello, hello. I believe a number of us attended Revambo.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Okay, actually, I only attended the first day.
Okay.
The first day. I only attended the first day.
Yeah.
So the highlight of the first day was okay, the pastor telling us about how to make extra income. Then the pharmacist telling us the importance of digitalization in health. I think that's the much I can remember.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for that. Anyone else? Anyone else? Digitalization in healthcare. Well, that's one way to look at it. Should, anyone else before I go into what I have to say? Anyone else? Okay, so please, should in case you hear me speaking to someone else, I am actually on duty right now. Yeah, I know. Life of a healthcare professional. I'm actually on duty right now, so you may hear me speaking to some people so at some point along the way. Please just pay attention to what I'm saying. Selective hearing, okay? Yeah. Yes. So thank you very much, Nurse IG, for you said. Refcon was actually for me. It was absolutely outstanding. It was astonishing. It was a truly phenomenal event. We've had a number of testimonies coming in. For people that were in attendance. Okay. Um, yeah. So for those who were not able to attend Revamp, the replays are available. Initially, we wanted to make the replays paid for, but hey, we decided to let them all out. Okay. So please, the replays are available probably at the end of the meeting tonight. I'll try and share the links again. Okay. But anyways, it's all there in the group. I've opened it so that some people were having issues trying to gain access to the replays, but everything has been sorted out. You can now have access to the replays. Okay, so please take your time. Okay, take your time. Thank you. Take your time. Go through the replays. Watch the replays. Okay, you get. Look, the insights shared throughout revamp. In fact, personally, it has um um inspired me to come up with new. There's so many ideas right now. Nos, I saw Nos Onifade joined the call a moment ago. I don't know if he's here. Nos Onifade, you're welcome. He was a speaker at Revamp on the topic of graphic design. One of the ideas I had to okay, I just had to send him a message to hear his thoughts on it, and something huge is coming up very soon. Okay, for those of you in Southwest Nigeria, expect news. Okay, we should be meeting real soon. Okay, but in anyways, Revamp 2023, Revamp Conference 2023 was truly phenomenal. It was amazing. It was truly incredible. The opportunities shared were, eye opening, and honestly, I don't think there's anybody that did not have find value in the entire 3 days. Okay, again, go rewatch the conference, go watch the replays, extract milk the conference, milk the videos for all the information that are available there. Okay, so yes, that is that. Yes, with that said, we have good news, another good news from the at the end of revamp, we were able to secure partnerships with some other organizations aside from the ones we used to have two. We used to have two partnerships in health tech sphere, which I had shared with us, in the course of the program, in the course of the conference. But I'm happy to announce that we've been able to secure a new partnership. First partnership was with Nova University for IT skills, your web design. In fact, there was so much giveaways that people are actually already learning how to build websites, how to design and sell websites. Okay. Last skill for those. I don't think there's any of the last skill mentees here right now, but the contest we had, people are, when I say the mentorship is going on, I mean the mentorship is actively going. In fact, on the group sometimes, the what is his name, Mr. Izoba, he even has to drag me sometimes. Okay, you must share your own thoughts as well. So it's hard to make me one of the mentees as well. And people are learning. Okay, people are really skilling up. Okay, we have some nurses that are really building their skills as graphic designers. Okay, I tell you, amazing work is going on right now. And I am pleased to announce that we now have a new partnership with Coda. Coda is a tech education company. They help people achieve their tech career goals. Okay, so basically any tech career you want to go into, cybersecurity, data analytics, data science, and what have you. We've been able to secure a partnership with them, and yes, now we are. In fact, from the conversation we had with them, they're like, look, instead of this minor thing you are looking at massive, why not have an academy? So right now we're looking at actually the plan for Health Expert Academy was meant to be from July next year, but with the way things are going right now, we may actually end up launching Health Expert Academy much earlier, sometime in anyways, I don't know when yet, but let's see. Joshua know that that is coming up. And the good thing about working with Coda is for people that actually register and sign up to take up any of these programs, you get the assistance to get a job. Okay, you don't just learn the skill, you see, I'm not talking of, okay, Nova University, for instance. What happens is you get mentored to get gigs, okay, on your freelance websites, right? Similar with La Skill, The difference with coder, on the other hand, is that you are not guided to go and get gigs. This one, you are helped to get, like this, a whole recruitment agency that they work with. Okay, so you get recruited by the agency to get, you get a job. Let's say learn project management, for instance, you go get a job as a project manager, probably while you're doing your healthcare job. I mean, if that's not awesome, honestly, I can't. I don't know what is. Okay, but anyways, so lots of good news coming up. Information about the development of our academy will be shared when it's available. Okay, like I said, we have a whole lot going on right now, but yeah, let's see how things go. Yes, just give me a moment. Let me just um where is it? I can't find my notes. Okay, I think I found it. Okay, great. Okay, so talking about our main presentation for tonight. Okay, um for tonight, like I said, we're talking about the 5 essential tech skills that every professional, every healthcare professional should have. Okay, these skills are not, we're not talking about, the career paths and money making opportunities and all those opportunities right now. That's not the purpose of this session. Okay, our discussion this evening is the skills that everybody should have. Okay, the skills that we believe every healthcare professional should have. Okay, the skills that, you know at least know something about these things. You understand? Know something about these things. Not, you don't necessarily have to be a master or a pro at these things. Well, be as good as you can be, yes, but there are certain things that you should know about this in the cyberspace today. There are certain knowledge, there are certain areas that everybody should be conscious of, right? So those are the things that we're going to talk about this evening. Those are the things we're going to be talking about this evening. Um, having issues. Okay. So the first of these skills is digital literacy. Okay, digital literacy. This is referring to being comfortable. The knowledge of basic computer skills. Okay, and the understanding of how to use technology in your various tasks. Okay, how comfortable are you when it comes to the use of computer? Every healthcare professional today should have at least a good understanding, at the very least a solid fundamental knowledge of you know computers, how computers work, how to use computers to add, or how to use computers, how to use technological devices to achieve your daily tasks. There are a lot of things that a lot of times I see a number of healthcare professionals, and even for the most mundane tasks, they are having to struggle using, imagine, okay, I'm in a place right now and I am stuck still having to use paper and pen. I mean, under normals, hey, it's wrong, but I mean, sure, it's a situation where I find myself. Given the chance, that's the first thing that I want to fix in the healthcare system across Nigeria. Let's get this analog system out of the way, and move on to you know uh, 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 digital devices, right? You have electronic health records, EHRs. Okay, with this you are able to communicate easily across departments. Okay, I am currently on duty. Yesterday, we had an issue where there was a patient had to go run some tests. Okay, now the relatives took some of the lab request forms, many as they were. Okay, the person took some of them to the lab and went to collect sample bottle, came back, and all those many movements around. Now, you won't believe the person, at least I saw on the case note or somewhere that the person was meant to have a particular investigation. Okay, but then the receipt I saw, that investigation wasn't accounted for. What happened? Only for me to check and see, under the person's the X-ray film, the envelope, I saw it hidden under it, 6 more investigations. I mean, you can imagine the managing team will be waiting for those investigations to come out, whereas the fact the abilities don't even know that they are there. You can imagine how problematic that is. There is no proper communication. There's no efficient communication or efficient way of delivering healthcare. Using this paper. I mean, I know it has worked over time, but there is something better. There is a better way to do things. You understand? Every healthcare professional should have, at the very least, basic computer skills. Okay, how to use your MS Word, your Microsoft Office suite, okay, your Google suite, how to use these things, how to save space on your electronic on your phones using your cloud storage, your Dropbox, your Google Drive and stuff, right? There are basic computer skills that I believe every individual, especially healthcare professionals, should know. Okay, another illustration that I like to use a lot is the illustration of the list we were compiling at my place of work, and across, we're compiling a list for nurses across the hospital. And somebody sends me a message and it's like I should help her add a name. I'm like, just copy, add your name, and she was like, how do you do that? I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Which one is it? You are leaving me. I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, just copy, paste, edit, send. Like, that's just it. You don't really, and you are telling me you don't. Then what are you using an Android phone for crying out loud? A lot of people have these devices, but they really don't know how to make maximum use of these things. Okay, even how to search the internet for the information you want. There are ways you can search the internet for to actually get what you want. In fact, the use of AI now, this whole chat GPT thing, is such that it has brought about a new awareness that people actually don't know how to search for things. Okay, that's why this whole prompt engineering thing now has come up. Okay, if we really knew how to search for things on the online, then search for things online, then prompt engineering wouldn't have been an issue. You understand? Because would have known how to really go straight to the point and ask what it is we want and all of that, right? But today we are having to struggle with that because, well, we really don't know how to search for things in cyberspace. So these are things that we really should know. Every healthcare professional should have a solid understanding of digital literacy, understanding how computers work, having basic computer skills, right? Implementing, utilizing technology for executing daily tasks, okay, especially those mundane tasks. Okay. The second skill that I believe all healthcare professionals should have is cybersecurity awareness. Cybersecurity awareness. Look, we will be having okay, I think that's on the, let me just check my calendar. I think that's on the second of next month. I hope that's correct. Yes, Saturday, yes. On the second of next month, we'll be having our session on, that's even next week. Can you just imagine? That's next week. We'll be having a session on cybersecurity. Okay, we'll be having a cybersecurity specialist on board. Okay, now he is going to demonstrate something on screen, live on screen. Okay, he's going to demonstrate something that a lot of us don't seem to understand. Okay, this whole issue of cybersecurity, being conscious of cybersecurity threats, it's a real thing. This is somebody that is actually currently he's working. So those of you who attended RefCon, you must have heard me speak about him. He was meant to actually take the session on cybersecurity, breakout group on cybersecurity, but because of a project he's working on, he wasn't really able to join us, and he had to reschedule for 2nd of December, which is next week, Saturday. Okay. There are a number of things that people do. You see this whole link of, okay, federal government is sharing, doing giveaway. Coca-Cola is doing giveaway, and these people are doing this, and these people are click on this link and click on. Look, be mindful the links you click on. Be very careful the links you click on. Merely clicking on a link in the name of you want to join a WhatsApp group, you want to do this. Look, if the link is not, you are not sure of that link, please move. Okay. You should also know that certain organizations will not do giveaway. You should know this. Okay. Saying that, okay, Tinubu abi APC is doing giveaway for helping Tinubu win the hello. Baba won election for how many months now? Shey na now that they do giveaway to thank people wey vote for am. Shey are you whining me? Shey you are joking with me? You understand? Let's be conscious of the things we do in the online space, how we put our information out there. You don't just collect a person's device and you just start putting your personal details randomly. Be careful. Make sure that, okay, this is a person that you know, this is a person you trust, this is a person that has sufficient. Okay, how sure are you that the person's device is not even hacked? You understand? When we talk about cyber threats, a number of people only look at things from the perspective of Okay, my WhatsApp may be hacked, my Facebook may be hacked, and hello, there are more things that can be hacked than just these things. Let me give you a true life story. So in I got my degree. For those who know me personally, you may know this already. I got my degree from India, and there was this story of there was this guy, okay, young guy, like most of us. This guy hacked into one of the federal banks in India. Okay, I think that's the name of the bank, even Federal Bank of India. He hacked into the bank and withdrew 1 rupee. That's like, let's say, 1 naira from, let's say, First Bank of Nigeria, for instance. Now, he withdrew 1 naira from all the customers in that bank. Imagine as big as First Bank withdrawing 1 naira from the bank. Like, can you just imagine how much that must have been? Right? Can you just imagine how much that must have been? Right? So that was, a thing, that an error on the part of the bank. Obviously, it wasn't really the fault of the people, but it's something that we should be cautious of. Imagine they are able to. This person is who, by the way, was just a student at the time. Okay, imagine, as a student, he was able to hack into a bank that is meant to be very, very secure. I mean, which there's this thing that devices have, this two-factor authentication. A lot of people don't have it. Please, if I were you, I will have it activated, especially on like your Gmail, your Google account, your Gmail accounts, and other accounts, right? Any account that has two-factor authentication, please use it. Okay. Now, when you go on a website, okay, let me share my screen. Please, you can look at your screen at this point. Let me just show you something. Which do I use? Okay, let me use this one. Okay, I hope you can see my screen. I don't want it to be just no, no, no. It's not showing me what I want. Sorry, give me a moment. I want to share my screen. There's something I want to show you guys. Yeah, entire screen. I'm looking for. So you should be seeing my screen right about now. Great. I hope you can all see my screen. Can you see my screen? Yes. Okay. Just please ignore the thing on the screen. See, if you see my console, you can see the arrow, right? You see this padlock up here at this corner next to the URL, right? Pause. Okay, you can see. Please, are you all seeing what you see what I'm showing you here? How did it zoom in there? If I remember correctly, it was shift. Oh. Hello, can you all see? That's what I'm doing. Okay, great. Someone say yes. Okay. Now you see this arrow here. You see this padlock here. Okay, when you are on a website, okay, always try to make sure you see this arrow here, this, sorry, not this arrow, this padlock, and make sure it is locked. Okay, just a few little things that can actually save you. Okay, having something as little and as almost insignificant as that could actually save you from being hacked and from being at a cyber risk, a cyber security risk. Do you understand? Being conscious of things as little as this could save you from dangers that you may not even know are actually possible, are actually in existence, are actually existing. You understand? So please be careful. You see a link, check the beginning of the link. There's always this HTTP, okay, and in front of most links, always make sure there is an S, HTTPS colon, then your forward slash, two slash, and then the web link. Okay, website domain. Okay, always make sure that if it is not there, okay, you should know that that site is not secure. Again, a few little things, a few random things. If you don't see it in the URL, just copy it. Okay. Again, let me share my screen again so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay. Share entire screen and this and share okay. Let me use this. Okay. Now, if you see this design now, you may not really see the HTTPS as I'm talking about. If you see this URL here, you may not really see it. But by the time you want to edit it now, you will see it. Okay, you see this in front of this padlock now. Again, that shows that the site is secure, right? It shows that measures have been put in place to protect this site from being hacked. Okay, now you see this HTTPS. See this HTTPS here, right? That's what I'm referring to. Always make sure that it is the one with an S, not just HTTP. Okay, HTTP is not secure. HTTPS means that there is the security certificate attached to it, SSL certificate. That's the security certificate attached to that site. The site is secure. Your details, even as you're using the site, your details will not be tampered with. Your details cannot be hacked by hackers. People that supposed to be cyber terrorists. You understand? So please, let's be careful about these things. That's another skill that healthcare professional. I believe healthcare professionals should have, because when we start talking about security, cyber security in the healthcare industry, we start talking about patients and patient privacy. What do we call this thing again? Um, Data privacy, hospital data privacy. We're talking about patients' data privacy and all the many different privacy. You understand? These are legitimate things. When we hear about them, sometimes they just go over our head. These are things that when we talk about keeping the patient's information in confidentiality as a nurse, as whatever. These are things we talk about. What's the assurance that the details that the patient has left or the hospital information will not be hacked by you know cyber terrorists out there, right? Long and short of it is cybersecurity awareness, referring to an understanding of how to protect sensitive information from online threats and maintaining, the security of digital systems, maintaining the security of electronic systems, okay, and technological systems, technological devices, okay. Another what's it called? Another method is of course using strong emails. Using emails like that have like your date of birth or your name or things like that. Please refrain from them. Okay, these are mail passwords that can be easily guessed. When you are putting a password, use password combine capital letters with small letters, and use special characters, use figures and stuff like that. You understand? Refrain from using. Imagine somebody using a password to, let's say, your email that you use for everything. You are using ABC at 1234. I mean, come on, that's like, are you for real? That's something that can be easily guessed. You understand? Or for your ATM pin now, you are using your date of birth or your year of birth. I mean, hello, are you for real? You understand? Let's be mindful of these things. Create a strong password. When you receive a mail, don't be in a hurry to click on every email. Okay, they are what we call phishing emails. Okay, these are emails that they have bugs in them that the moment you click on it, your entire device is gone. Your account is gone. Basically, everything you are doing, the person. Imagine our security specialist coming in next week. He was sharing and he was just sharing what he was just basically telling me what he's capable of. He was telling me, okay, when he was working on a project with FCMB, he was like that he has that if the FCMB is so vulnerable, and that he saw the vulnerabilities and had to like send them a mail and tell them that that if they don't want if they are not careful, that he could plant a bug in their system that will any transaction entering their customers account, the money first enters his own account before going into their customers account. Okay, that he can do it in such a way that and when you transfer money, I have an FCMB account. So when you transfer money to my account now, it first enters his account. Then he will now decide whether or not he should release it to my own account. I'm like, dude, I had to start begging this guy. Oh. I'm like, I beg, please, for the sake of myself, and I don't care of the many other people that have FCMB accounts. Me, that's my primary bank. Yeah, please just have mercy on FCMB and just leave them be. He said, well, he has messaged them that if they are smart, they'll reach out to their his company sales team, and and of course they did, and they worked on it. He had to set up several security measures to protect those things. So you can imagine now it's someone that is an illegal hacker, that has that access now. I mean, imagine the amount of damage you would have done. You understand? So please, let's be careful about our security. Let's be conscious of cybersecurity. The third skill I believe every healthcare professional should have is data literacy and analysis. This is really self-explanatory when you think about it, because it's referring to an understanding and interpretation of data. Okay, you don't necessarily have to go to the school of or go get a certification in data analytics. Okay, before you can understand or analyze data. Okay, there is this YouTube channel. Is it Simply Learn or yeah, Simply Learn, and then there's Crash Course. Okay, you can just type on YouTube Crash Course on SC Data Analytics, for instance, Crash Course on Cybersecurity Awareness, Crash Course on whatever. Okay, these are channels that will actually help give you some sort of information about this. Now, talking about data literacy and analysis, this is referring to an understanding and the interpretation of data. Okay, data analysis refers to using the data to make informed decisions. We've talked about this in our previous HealthCare meetings, right? Talking about analyzing the provided data and generating relevant information using the available data to make informed decisions. Okay, in nursing we have what we call providing evidence-based care, right? Evidence from data that has already been collected from study, from research, right? So as healthcare professionals, we should be able to identify trends. We should be able to see, okay, this is what's going on now. Why is it that we are having more let's say TB patients now as compared to previously? Why is it that we are beginning to have more hypertensive patients now? What exactly is the trend going on? What exactly is going on? Is it that everybody is seeing too much shaggy? What can be done to reduce the shaggy that people are seeing? You understand? So these are things that, another skill that I believe every healthcare professional should have. The fourth skill, of course, is digital marketing. This is referring to the use of online channels to promote services or products, which can be applied, whichever way. Now, for us as healthcare professionals, for those of us who nurses who remember the four meta paradigms of nursing, we say that our product and service is healthcare. Okay, our product and service is health, not healthcare, health. Okay, so we are in the business of transacting health. We are in the business of selling health. We are in the business of advocating health. We are in the business of trading health. Okay, so as healthcare professionals, we should have a basic understanding, at least a good enough understanding of digital marketing. Okay, because this is reaching out to individuals through digital means. There are various types of digital marketing. Of course, we have the content marketing, which is in the form of writing your blog posts and stuff like that. We have SEO, making sure that your posts actually rank. We have the paid advertising, pay per click, and what have you. You have social media management and marketing, email marketing, affiliate marketing, and what have you. Now, as healthcare professionals, we should be able to reach out to people and let them know what exactly how exactly they should best look after their health. Okay, there's this man, apropos doctor, he's the most common example. And then we have Dr. Haruna King. We have which nurse do we have? We have nurse Osai, Kelvin Osai, yes, amongst others, okay, who actually use digital marketing in their unique way, okay, especially content marketing, to actually educate people of things that concern their health. You understand? Apropos doctor talks about all things healthcare, preventing your health, managing your health, what have you. Haruna King is more into sex education and healthy a healthy sex life. Kevin Osai is actually more into relocation, but that's in its own way, looking after your health in its own unique way. Okay, so as healthcare professionals, we can use, there's something that people don't seem to understand about, don't seem to get. Everything you do on the internet is monitored. Okay, the links you click, the posts you view, the videos you watch, the videos you like, the things you comment on, and all that, you are providing data. Okay, now as a healthcare professional who is specialized in digital marketing, okay, you'll be able to utilize this data that the internet services like Meta, okay, that's your Facebook and your what have you, these services, you can actually utilize this data, okay, to promote your healthcare service, to promote healthcare, okay. Advocate for whatever it is you want to advocate for, push for whatever you want to push for, advocate for, advertise for reduced advocate for a reduction in the consumption of salt to reduce the incidence of hypertension and whatever it is. Okay, you can use digital marketing to push the propaganda for quality healthcare. You understand? Okay, so digital marketing is a very, very valuable skill that I believe every healthcare professional should have. I once talked about this a little earlier this week. I think that was on Monday, where I sent a post across the various groups. And I said two skills that I believe every individual should have is marketing and sales. Okay, especially as healthcare professionals. Because the truth is, when you're advocating, when you're telling a patient, okay, look, oh, you should be eating like this, you're talking about lifestyle modification, dietary modifications, and all of that. That is in itself advocacy, that in itself advertising. You are marketing a product, you're marketing the product of health. Okay, you're marketing quality health, you're marketing illness prevention. It's marketing in its own right. Now, what makes your clients, your patients, okay, to actually comply with your recommendations is the sale. How do you close the sale? How do you close the deal? How do you seal the deal with the patient? I negotiate a lot with my patients, okay, especially those stubborn patients. There are patients that will be like, no, they don't want to take the drug, they don't feel like they need the drugs and all that. I'll be like, okay, look, share an instance. There's a patient that this guy is oxygen, he's oxygen dependent, but he feels like, he's good. I mean, a patient with an SpO2 of I think 85. Okay, this guy is telling me that he's fine without oxygen. I said, okay, look, this is what we'll do. We'll check your SpO2 now. I had to explain what SpO2 is and the oxygen saturation and all that. How do I explain that? I said, look, we'll check your SpO2. If it's less than 90%, okay, if it is less than 90, even 95, 89.5%, which of course we don't have, but for the sake of argument, 89.5% will put you on oxygen. Okay, Anger was resistant, hesitant, and all that, but eventually he agreed. We checked the SpO2. SpO2 was 85%. I showed him. He was the one that picked the nasal prong and put it on his nose by himself. Like, okay, we had a deal. Yeah, I don't agree. You understand? We should be able to, use these skills. We are actually able to use these skills to even enhance, patient care. Now, the fifth skill I believe that every healthcare individual in today's world should have is artificial intelligence. Okay, a knowledge of how AI works. You don't necessarily need to go in depth in language model, the various language models for AI, and how to program AI. Yes, not messy. Thank you very much. Um, you don't necessarily need to go in details about the various programming languages for AI or the various AI languages and all that. Just know how you can best use AI to make your work easy. Remember when we're talking about the various talking about with dealing on the fundamentals of what IT is. We said, the purpose of technology is to make life easy for us, right? Basically, trying to make things easy for us as humans, right? Homo sapiens. Now, the use of AI, okay, involves performing tasks using computers, okay, to perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as problem solving and recognizing patterns. Do you know that with your AI, a lot of things that we currently do, okay, may not really be necessary. COVID made a lot of things very obvious. Okay, I remember there was this documentary I was watching in China. There was this robot that was actually going from, like on a corridor like this. They had like different rooms, right? I think rooms, isolation rooms or something like that. So this robot was there, like moving along the rooms and taking was going to deliver food. Okay, so one, it could deliver food. It had a screen where, like, the patient could interact with, like, the care providers and stuff like that. So, like, to limit that contact thing. Now, your AI technology in various regards, okay, it will now be the use of, the various machine learning languages and what have you, to actually, the use of algorithms and all of that, to actually you know enhance the way that we actually go about the delivery of, go about a lot of the tasks that we do. Okay. Now, AI algorithms can actually analyze, medical images to detect early signs of diseases. You've gone to perform certain investigation. All you need to do is feed the details, feed the result of the investigations that have been performed. So your AI, okay, the most common AI right now is, of course, your chat GPT. Okay, you'll be amazed if you actually take time out. Okay, just get a bunch of random data, feed it to chat GPT, tell that chat GPT to interpret that data for you. You'll be amazed what you will get. You'll be amazed what you will get. Okay, AI is here. AI has come. AI will stay. Like it or not, believe it or not, welcome it or not, AI will stay. It is the truth. You understand? So that we get it off. We get it clear. You understand? AI has come to stay. Mhm. AI algorithms can actually analyze, results from investigations such as medical images. Okay, to detect early signs of diseases. Okay, such as cancer. Okay. One of the things that we say, that help prevent illness is early diagnosis, right? Now, imagine you now have a way to easily detect illnesses a lot faster. There's this robot. I think I'll see if I can get the video and share it on the group a little later. There was this robot that I came across, and the robot has, like, the way ChatGPT is, right? Like, the robot now has eyes and, I think has some limbs where it can interact with the surrounding based on, the information that it already has, right? Like the information in the surrounding, the information that it sees, like through the eyes, basically. Okay, it's able to, interact with the surrounding. Okay, it sees a chair, it's able to identify, okay, this is a chair, this is what it's used for, and, stuff like that. They've been able to integrate OpenAI, ChatGPT into this thing, and, a lot of really messed up stuff going on. Okay, cool stuff, dare I say. Okay, there was another one I saw where there was this lens. I actually saw this one on LinkedIn. There's this goggle, this eye thing you put on like specs. You just put it on, and it's able to guide you. It's able to tell, someone that has cardiac arrest. Okay, it directs you as the wearer to where the nearest AED is. That's, your um automated defibrillator. You are able to, it directs you to where it is. You go pick it up. It shows you, it guides you on how you are meant to place it on the patient, on the victim. Okay, like it shows you, like, as you are doing it, if you are misplacing it, it's guiding you basically. So, you just have to put it there, and, how to deliver the shock, what point you have to deliver the shock, how much, and all that. Like, just from one, I mean, you can imagine what it's already doing, right? So there are a lot of use cases for these things. Now, a number of us as healthcare professionals, we tend to be really um how do I put this? We tend to be, should I say, bashful now, or we tend to repel new knowledge. Okay, we tend to be really slow in picking some of these things up. My advice to anyone is learn how to start using AI. Okay, there's this thing called prompt engineering now. Hey, go and learn how to really prompt AI. Okay, hopefully in the course of the new year we'll have like a boot camp for AI use. Okay, but hey, there are a lot of things AI can do right now. Okay, don't be left out. Do not be left out. There are a lot of things, a lot of these are just a lot of things that technology can do for us as healthcare professionals. Now tonight, I hope you have been able to learn a thing or two tonight. Tonight our session tonight has just been on the five essential skills that I believe. Now this is just my belief. This is me thinking out loud. Okay, this is just me, just pouring out my thoughts out, pouring out my thoughts. You understand? These are just five skills that I believe that every healthcare professional should have. Okay, we've talked about sorry, excuse me. Okay, my screen is sharing. Okay, so we've talked about uh um digital literacy. We talked about data literacy and analysis. We talked about cybersecurity awareness. We talked about AI. We talked about, and of course, we talked about digital marketing. Okay, so these are skills that I believe every healthcare professional should have. Now, by next week, we'll be having a session with Mr. Chooks. Um, yes, he is a cybersecurity specialist. He'll be having a session on cybersecurity with us, as well as the prospects cybersecurity as a career. Okay. Yeah. So let's look forward to that. And with this, I'm going to call it a night with my presentation tonight. You can unmute yourself. Does anyone have any question? Mind you, this is not an exhaustive list, please. Okay. The skills that we should learn, it goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, it goes on and on and on. Okay, but these for me are just the five most essential technical skills that I believe everyone should have. Okay, you also have collaborative tools. Okay, use of your Google Workspace. Okay, under essential skill, patient education technology. This is another skill that I believe everyone should have. Okay, mobile health, telemedicine, health informatics. These are a lot of other skills that people should have. But for me, I believe these are the essential ones that everybody should have in this age. Okay, especially we're moving on into the new year 2024. Okay, so yes, by our next session, that's the one after cybersecurity, we'll be talking about the essential skills, talking about some skills, some general skills, soft skills that everyone should have. Okay, we're talking about some essential skills that everyone should have. Not just today, we're just looking at only tech skills. By the next time, we're talking about skills in general. Okay, there are certain skills I believe everyone should have. Critical thinking. What does it mean to think critically? Okay, analytical. Talking about your analytical thinking and what have you. Um, Thinking about leadership. What do we mean when we talk about personal leadership and leadership, leading others, your emotional intelligence. Okay, this is something that everybody should have, especially in our country, Nigeria today. We see a lot of people that act in a very, very unintelligent way, and it's not really their fault, it's because they are not sound emotionally. Okay, they say hurt people, right? So yeah, these are things that we should learn. These are things we should be conscious of. Right. So thank you very much. I see there are still a number of people on the call. Thank you for staying till this point. Does anyone have anything to share with us before we call it a night? 4 minutes to go. Does anyone have anything to share before we call it a night? Okay, no one. Okay. Thank you very much for making it to this time. I hope you've learned at least a thing or two. And like I said, you can actually learn this all the skills that I mentioned. You can start learning them from YouTube. You don't necessarily have to like go and start paying for these things. Okay, you can start learning from YouTube. Just go on YouTube, search for crash course on data analytics, crash course on digital literacy, crash course on data analysis, crash course on whatever. Okay, crash course on whatever. Okay, you can search for that. There's a channel crash course. You can also use Simply Learn. Okay, I think Simply Learn courses are usually for 4 hours. Like within 4 hours you learn the entire thing. You get, so you learn, put these things into practice. There are certain things that everybody should know. Okay, without even talking about career and monetizing it and all that. Okay, so yes, moving on into the new year, we'll be taking all these things bit by bit, one by one, individually, just to make sure that healthcare professionals actually skill up. You see, this issue of skilling up is something that we really have to take seriously. We really have to take it seriously. Healthcare professionals are lacking when it comes to essential, fundamental tech skills. Like, I mean, come on, we can't keep slacking like this. Okay, there are lots of opportunities out there that we really should be leveraging. Okay, so yes. Anyone has any questions to ask? Then we call it the ninth. So I'll just take a question or two and then we'll wrap up. Okay, so no one is speaking. Okay. So thank you very much for making out the time to attend tonight's community meeting till this time, till now. Next week we go again by 8 p.m. Of course, 8 till 9. Okay. So let's try to come in early so we won't spend time having to wait for everyone and all that. Okay. Thank you very much. And here is looking forward to having you all next week, Saturday. See you on the group. Cheers.